Hello guys, welcome back to our channel, and as you can see I'm in the homeschool room again, so it's gonna be another homeschool video. And what we're doing and what I'm gonna talk about today is our quiet basket. Okay, so there's, in the homeschool world, you'll hear a lot about morning basket, busy bins. The new thing, I guess, is the quiet basket, which probably is already something that you already have around somewhere in your house. But so yes, you can choose what you want to do with your homeschool, how you want to use it, and that is the beauty of homeschooling your child, is that you can customize it to what they like and what you like and what's working best for you guys. So morning baskets don't make sense for my family and for our routine and things, so we don't have a morning basket. We don't have busy bins just because we have other things. We don't call it busy bins. I don't know if that's the thing that you would call it to make it that term or not, but we do have things that go along the same lines. So I'll show you my mom duty calls. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys my interpretation, or how I put together what I'm calling our quiet basket. We've had this basket for a long time, not this physical basket, because I just bought this one. As you can see, I bought this maybe a month ago, and I have a problem removing tags off of things, so that's just my problem. I wonder if do any of you guys have that problem. But anyway, I keep a tag on something. My husband is sitting on he's laughing because I would literally keep a tag on something for years, okay, and have it up displayed in my house, and just have the tag on it is a mess. It's bad because I just put it up there. I'm like, okay, let me see if this works out, and then if it works out, I'll take the tag off, and I just never get back to taking the tag off. But anyway, the same thing happened to this bin. I'm going to take the tag off right now. Ugh, okay. And this is good because I can tell you guys how much I paid for my bin. And this bin is a storage bin that I got from Target, and it was $19.99. It's from this brand right here, the 62 Project 62, and it is a wipe clean wipe. It's wipeable. You can clean it with a cloth, and the size is the 13 inch. It can fit inside of a 13-inch cube organizer, so that's good to know. Anyway, I just put mine, I leave mine right underneath my kids' calendar in our circle time area, and they can go in this whenever we're not doing one-on-one school time and I'm not working with them. They use this bin and they use the activities in here. And the purpose of this bin for me, and the reason why I put it together, was because I didn't want my children, just whenever they're not learning and we're not doing instructional learning, that they default to tablet or they default to TV. You know, books are fine if they wanted to default to books, but right now, because they're not reading, book time and read aloud time involves me. So whenever I wanted them to be doing something that's constructive and they're actually learning, then I needed something for them that was organized and something that they felt like they could do independently. So this is what became of that need, and that need might be something else for you, but this is the need that we had. And then also, I didn't want them just to always be playing in their playroom all the time, because sometimes their play is not educational, even though I think you can learn they learn a lot when they play, but sometimes their play is just, you know what I mean. So I didn't want them to be doing that. And then there's also things that I chose to exclude from my bin, and I'm going to leave a list of those things up here somewhere, because I did not want this bin to be messy. I didn't want to be a lot of work for me to be doing. So there are some things that I deliberately left out of our quiet bin. So let me go through what the quiet bin entails for us. So the first thing, and I think this thing is in line with what people call kind of like a busy bin, but this is very education based activities for my children, not so much so just doing things, you know, just to keep them busy, but I want them to be learning when they're inside of their quiet area. And I say it's quiet time, and I do have quiet time. So if they're not going to take a nap, more specifically for my older one, because she likes to get out of nap time as much as she can, I'll tell her, you know, well then you have to do some type of learning activity, and she'll do this. So I have two of these little bins, and I actually got these little things in my homeschool haul that I posted already, so check that out. I'll link it down below. But anyway, I bought these little pencil boxes, and they were only 99 cents from Target. And as you can see, I labeled them with my children's name. And the reason why I label all their things with their names on it is because I want them to be familiar seeing their name and knowing that that belongs to them and that's their name. So that's just one extra credit learning activity that you can include for your child. But anyway, in each bin I have various types of activities. So my 2-year-old doesn't have as much as my kindergartner does, but I have a number counting activity. And along with the counting activity, I also included in here some pom-poms, and she can just count them out as she goes. And of course, you want them to be familiar with whatever activities you put in them in the box if you want them to do it independently. So for her, all this stuff is stuff that she's done before and that I know that she likes to do, so that's why I put it in here, and she can just continue to practice it. Except for these puzzles, which she has done these before, but she's not that good at them, so we'll be working through these together. But more so, I just wanted her to have this to recognize the ABCs. And I bought these little puzzle pieces from Target, and they're not the sturdiest, but they're also not the flimsiest. And it just has a letter on it, and it has a picture, and they have to match the picture to the letter, and these do not match, but I'm just giving you an example. And they just match the picture to the letter like that. So she has the ABC activity, a counting activity, and then I wanted her to have something that was just manipulative type. So I did get this printout, and she's done this so many times before, but she loves to do it. And they just match the pattern and the colors of these little cards. And inside there, we did have an activity where we went around and we colored the popsicle sticks, my kindergartner and my 2-year-old. So that is all that is in her little box. Kindergartner, who is 5 years old, this is her bin, and in her bin is stacked. There's a lot more things in there. And I have some tanagram in there with the pieces. I have her counting little cards, and hers have the actual names of the letters that she has to match it to the appropriate card. And it's all by size. I didn't cut them out just because she is not completely reading words this big yet, but just to give her an extra step here. She also has some of those popsicle stick building materials. And then for her, she also has where she, sorry, my shirt. She also has where she can build the shapes. And I downloaded all these as free printables, and if I can find them, I will link them down below. She also has a puzzle where she's putting together the numbers 1 through 20, and it makes 2 different types of puzzles. She has a puzzle card where she builds the word based on the pictures. So the pictures are the puzzle, and then she can sound out the words, and she has 2 sets of those. And then she has some matching games that I also, this is like a memory matching game, and I 3 different sets, and I downloaded these as a free printable too. So that's everything that is in her little bin, and I've already had all of these resources. I just put them in this bin. I didn't download it specifically for this, but we would just throw this stuff in there. And so these can be switched out as we see fit, and if they're getting bored with any of the activities, then we can just switch it out, because I have so many more. All right, so what else is in here? We have their starting school workbook, and this is dry erasable, and it comes with the dry erase marker, and this was also in my back to school haul video. So they have these activities, they're front and back, and they can do this at their leisure. I have the Kumon My Big Book of Numbers, Letters, and Words book, and I got this recently, so they haven't done anything in here yet either, because this was in my back to school haul. What else is in here? I have a sketchbook for my 5-year-old. She loves to draw, so she just draws pictures and all different types of things in here, scribbling. That's the little one scribbling in there. And I let them glue in here. I let them do whatever they want to do in these. They take their stickers. I have my 2-year-old's Etch-a-Sketch. And this is the one that you can shake it and you draw, and it comes with different like number dots, and then little things where they can trace the picture and stuff like that. And I got this from Target. I'll link it down below. I also have a set of dinosaur activities, because they really like dinosaurs, and so I bought the dinosaurs from Amazon, this book from Amazon, and then also the little dinosaurs came with their own little guide. So they match. They can go through the dinosaurs and they can look at the dinosaurs at the same time. And this little book is actually a really good book, because it shows them beautiful illustrations, huge examples of what the dinosaurs would have looked like, and then they have that little chart that shows you in relation to an adult how big the dinosaur is. Also in here I have this cartoon, it's a You Can Draw cartoon book from Christopher Hart, and I thrifted this. I found this at the Goodwill for 50 cents, and it's brand spanking new, no ink writing or anything in it. That was a great find, and she can use that with her sketchbook. For my 5-year-old, I also have her color by number book that I found on Amazon for $3.99, and she loves this thing. She's already been in there coloring and stuff like that. I have a Where Is Waldo? This is a book that I'm going to start collecting. There's not many of them, but they really like this. We can do this together too, and they really like that. The next thing I have in here is an ABC book for my little one. I actually have had this for a very long time, and I bought this when my 5-year-old was a baby. And my little one, the 2-year-old, really likes this book, so we just keep it in here. And then last but not least, well, no it's not, almost. Let's do this first. I also have these little letters, these ABC letter magnetic letters that I bought from the dollar spot at Target, and they love going through that as well. So that is in here, and they play with that at their leisure, and I try to get them to go over the sounds, and I like for them to play with this together, both of the girls, because one knows her ABCs by sight, she can recognize them, and the other one doesn't, so they can work together with that. And then last but not least, I have in here these little all aboard books, and these are flap books. So every page has many flaps that they can open. My kids absolutely love these, okay? They love these. So of course they have the story in there, and I have read the story to them, but in addition to the story, on their own they always can just go through it and look at the flaps and discover what is under each flap, and they do this all the time. And I have 4 of these books in there. This one is Welcome to the Zoo. This one has over 50 flaps. That other one was All Aboard the Bus, and it has over 50 flaps. And then I also have the Disney Junior Mickey Ready, Set, and Fun, and this one has over 60 flaps. And they teach lots of concepts. There's things like shapes and different number recognition and different stuff in there that they actually find under the flaps. And then the last one that they have is the Christmas is Here. And this is the first one that they got, and this was actually given to me from a family member, and they love it. So that's that. That's everything that we have in our quiet box. I hope that this gave you guys an idea if you actually are looking to have something like a quiet box or quiet bin, quiet basket in your household for your children to use. And just know that you can put whatever you want in there. It can be whatever rules you set for it, and that your children are going to love it regardless. They're going to use it regardless. And you just have to know when to switch it up. And for us, we'll just switch it up as the kids get bored with whatever's in there, and I notice that they're not really wanting to use it, then I'll switch it up with newer stuff just because they're probably bored using those activities. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, and until the next video, I'll see you guys then.